going on false prophets here today concerning this, you know. Alright, so Shalom. Alright, this is the brothers from GMS, Prophetic Vibration Camp here, Trinidad. It's another lesson, you know. We're coming out week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked system. Alright, to prophesy the downfall of America, which is known as Babylon the Great in the scriptures. Alright, Mystery Babylon, the Great Whore, and all these things. Alright, to prophesy the downfall of Esau Edom, which is the so-called white man. Alright, to wake up the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes of Israel. Alright, the people groups that is on this side. Alright, also to profess and preach and teach the truth of the one the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, but his name is Yahweh Mashiach, the savior of the nation of Israel. Alright, was is a so-called black man of the tribe of Judah. Also can't forget to prophesy the downfall of 2/3 of the people on this side here, that is of the nation of Israel. Alright, who would not come back, who would not repent and turn to Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai. Alright, so first and foremost, Kal Halayam, La Alahayanawa, Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakaha Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that well taught us the truth, in all truth and sincerity, you know. Double salutations unto the brothers who preach in the truth through the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and the freedom to do so now more than ever, on the highways and on the byways and on the unicorn. Shalom unto the speckled Israelites who looks like the other nation, but are Israel through their forefatherly lineage. And shalom unto the very few but faithful Akwat, which is the sisters. Alright, so what we going in today, you know, we going into false prophets within Israel. Alright, you know, false prophets within Israel, and also, you know, it intertwining with your so-called prime minister, you know, where he carrying out his decrees that, not really his decrees, but actually the decrees of the elites, alright, concerning the antidote, you know, the dishing out of the antidote. So we say,
he said from mid-January, in Trinidad and Tobago, all the government workers must take the killer shot. You know? Must. So he said they shutting down the public sector from the 24th, I think, straight till the 6th. And he advised for all government employees, staff members to take the killer shot. You know, if they want to have a job, or if they want to earn money, right? If they want to earn money, right? And basically if they want to eat, right? You know, come January, come in the new year. And hey, you know, these devils, these wicked men, you know, when they be the pastors, politicians, you know, these jakes are sellouts, you know. You know, they sell out, they will do anything that the slave master tell them to do, right? All because for what? Their own benefit, you know? They don't think about the people, right? They don't care about the people, but, you know, people love them. You know, the people supporting them, right? When they have a rally, and how much people you see, and the whole place full up. But when we preach teaching on these streets, you see it around here.
Going on right. Going on right now. Let's see 2 away, you know. Then we are the next half of the camp.
Yeah.
Over on the other side, you know, in the old spot where we go, but you know, we start back to thinking the old spot from in the buildings, you know. And you ain't see nobody wrong them neither.
Gone. I know, it's so funny. We are the men who looking out for their life.
Gone.
You know, who trying to get all their rights, all they would be put to death. You know?
You know, Ezekiel 3 and 7.
Nice. Yeah, we looking out for them. But the people who want to kill all they love them up.
Gone.
Alright, this is Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 7. 17 Salakia says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Because you know, talk about, you know, we the ones that, you know, coming out here and being that, trying to save your lives, you know. You know, no, we can literally save it, alright, but Yahweh shall give us the about
and
the mouth, you know, to say things to make you aware of the situation that we are in right now as a people, alright, where you know where it can wisen you, alright, and you will be able to flee from the trouble rather than just hear and look here and walk through and then end up being punished by the trouble, you know.
What watchman do? A watchman is sound the alarm. You know, we hear sounding the alarm day in, day out, you know. And all they think that because it's not happening one time, all they feel that, you know, it's not going to come.
Can't have a scripture for that because they were going to pull out just now.
All praises to Yahweh Hashem.
So continue.
Ezekiel 3 and 17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth.
Hear the word at his mouth, right? Is it literal? It's his mouth, yes. But the thing is, he's speaking through our mouth, alright? We are the mouthpiece of the Most High.
Amos 3 and 7. Yeah, you know, the spirit, the Lord will do nothing but reveal the secrets unto the secret of the prophets. You know? Yeah, right? So here this Maria told, but this is Ezekiel 3 and 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning for me. Right? Give them warning. Now what are we doing, you know? When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, you see? To save all your life. You see? Right? The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand.
Right? But his blood will require at thine hand, right? So this is why, you know, we coming out here week in, week out. Right? The kind of thing people have been doing. I could have looked at your duty this morning. Alright? And still work back tonight. Alright?
No money.
Yeah.
You could be working.
Yeah, I could have been working.
You could be going checking our girlfriend.
Right?
Plenty things.
Something
right,
of the sort, you know?
Yeah.
Or you could have been home, eating our Sunday lunch or whatever the case may be. But this is the thing here. We was enlightened through the scriptures. Alright? And you know, and we come to the realization of who we are, where the scriptures is concerned, and with that, Yahweh Shai give us a mission. Alright? Because hey, it does have those Israelites. All that are going into, you know, I try to see my best how we could conjure up everything in this one session here, you know. It does have Israelites who who speak ill against us. Alright, who speak ill against us. Alright, that we don't have to come out and do no preaching and this and that and the other, and we looking so stupid with bed sheet and curtain. We wrap up in bed sheet and curtain with string on the bottom and all of that, you know. Whatnot, so forth. Alright? But the thing is, are you good enough? The thing is, alright, if we're not supposed to be doing this thing, doing this here what we're doing here now, how the hell the people is being warned? As it's read it over again.
Let me read it over. This is Ezekiel 3:17. It says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
And give them warning from me. Go ahead.
When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die. And that way Lord saying now, you shall surely die. That's why there's so much plagues going around. That's why this thing here, we can have up. Right? And they only send out who dead and who ain't dead. You know? Lord say you shall surely die if you don't turn to him. Right? So when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life. Right? That's what we do here. We're trying to save all your life. You know, I turn it back to your power. Alright? The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. You know, and we don't want that blood in our hand. You know, that's why we out here. Right? Because we were destined to be out here.
Alright, so this is the situation here. So then if we're not supposed to come out and preach on this and that and the other, right? How we is explain to me how then is we supposed to accomplish this feat here in this where the same
scripture say?
Yeah. How then explain to me then? How then we ought to, you know, to accomplish that mission that you have actually try to give to us.
What Lord say? Lord say, let me get there. This is Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 20. You know, this is what you have. This is the command that we were given, right? It says, wisdom cried without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. Right? So this is where the Lord wisdom will be heard. It's not going to be heard in them plantation Christianity churches. Right? Where they're preaching to lies, where they're telling you peace going to be coming. There ain't no peace in here. Lord says, surely you shall die. Alright? If you don't turn back to him, they're not going to tell you that. They're going to tell you, alright, bring your tithes and your offerings. And come, good brother. Come bring your tithes and your offerings. Right? And they're robbing you blind and giving you lies to hold. Alright?
Now, this is what I'm speaking about. I ain't talking about pastors as yet. I'm talking about one, you know, niggas who know that they are Israelites. Alright?
And you see,
and still
most of the pastors, a lot of them know.
Right?
But some of them know.
Right? Now I talk about those who know they're Israelites and say that they're preaching the truth now, boy. Considering that we are the Israelites, what and so forth. Right? But they are the ones that still come up against us. There are some of them, right, that come up against us and say, well, go ahead now, and say, well, you know, and say, well, and saying, well, this is what we're doing here is off. Alright? So then if what we're doing is off, then explain to me that scripture here. Alright? Now, this is Luke 14:23. This is Luke 14:23. It reads, and the Lord said unto his servant, go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in that my house may be filled. Alright? For I say unto you that none of those men which were bidden shall taste of my supper. Alright? And there went great multitudes with him, and he turned and said unto them, if any man come to me and hate not his father, now I want to go into all that. Right? Now we just stick with verse 23. Alright? Luke 14:23, he say go into the highways and byways, alright? And bid them to the wedding, alright? So then, how are we supposed to do that? If that's what we're doing is off. Alright? Explain that to me. Alright? So go back to the Proverbs and then you will go back to the Ezekiel.
This is Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 28. So it reads, wisdom cried without, she uttered her voice in the streets. She cried in the chief place of concourse, right? Place of traffic, where you see there. Traffic cars going up and down, right? You know, place of traffic, the chief place of concourse, the chief thoroughfare. You know? That's where the Lord said to go and to preach, right? She cried in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates, opening the gates in Sawa and Port of Spain, in Curep, alright? In the city, she uttered her words, saying, How long ye simple ones will ye love simplicity? And scorners delight in their scorning.
And scorners delight in their scorning.
And fools hate knowledge.
Alright? Because a guy who know the truth, alright, talk about ways false prophets and this and that and the other. Alright? These is niggas who come and tell you with book of Adam and Eve and book of Enoch and all these false teachings to try to say, well, you know, they could, because I not swaying to your teachings and whatnot, and you find my doctrine, or the true doctrine, not my doctrine, but the doctrine of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, alright, is contrary to what you have, and you can't confound it, you know. It's be false with this, with that, with the other, but no sin, alright? Because go down now to verse, go back to the
Ezekiel?
Yeah, but read the other part.
Ezekiel
3 and 18 now.
Right, yeah. Ezekiel 3
or 19,
right? And verse 19, right? Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, right? Nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity.
Can't. Alright? And this is what we're coming out to do. Don't show nothing there.
Right. Right. Yeah, it says he shall die in his iniquity, right? But thou hast delivered thy soul.
Take up them thing now.
Yeah. Yeah, thou hast delivered thy soul. You know, we deliver our soul, but we coming out here to do this work what the Lord tell us to do.
Can't.
Because really and truly we were ordained to this thing.
Can't.
It's not by chance that we out here.
Yeah.
You know? You know?
Right, so that we coming out here to warn you all on a weekly basis. Alright? Over 5 years we out here, boy. I in the street since about 2017. Being 21 going into 2022 in a couple of days. You know, singing the same song over and over and over and over, and you so-called Negroes not hearing. All right, you so-called Negroes. All right, this is what you just be telling us. There's go now to Ezekiel 12 and 21.
And this is Ezekiel chapter 12 and verse 21. Say, and the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that you have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth?
Right? Because you all, when we've been telling you all what is coming, alright, told you all jobs is going to be in jeopardy. Alright, we tell you all, everybody. And hey, that's couple months back I've been saying, there's coming in within the next couple of months, every single man job, their lives is going to change drastically. And look what is taking place now. Because you all made a mockery of us. You know how long I hearing that? You know how long I hearing this, all they talking about this, and we ain't seeing nothing taking place? But it's at your doorstep. So what are they saying now? What have you to say now? Alright? Like Friday when we make the video Friday, you know. What will you do when this financial system comes to a crashing halt? Alright, because it is coming. When you feel these people gearing up with and making doing mock testing with the side with the help out now with the cyber.
Yeah, the cyber shutdowns.
Yeah.
So they're mocking for the real thing. You know, to crash the whole system. You know, this is what they're about. They want to crash that system, right? And what position all you will be in at that point in time, right? All those who didn't take heed unto this word, right? Because if all they used to read and if all they used to take heed, all they wouldn't know. Right, what we've been saying is true, right? But now you're seeing the signs, right? Yeah. Now you're seeing the signs, right? The signs are apparent and clear, right? Lord say how you know a prophet. You know, when you say a word and it comes to pass. Alright? And what we've been saying is coming to pass. It's coming to fruition. Because why? We're not speaking our own words. We're speaking the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? We see thus says the Lord and nothing at all, nothing else. Right? Because what they don't read, what they don't know who we are. You know? The scripture say precept upon precept, line upon line, you know. When they seek the truth in the streets, you know, it has so much scriptures that say that. I have a short one here. This is Jeremiah chapter 5 and verse 1. It says, run ye to and fro through the streets.
Through the what?
Through the streets of Jerusalem. Right? Jerusalem is where the people dwell. Right? Not necessarily, because some of you might think it's talking about the land. Yeah. And see now and know and seek in the broad places. There are where the broad places are. You know? Therefore, if you can find a man, what man is find? You know, the men of the Lord. Alright? If there be any that executed judgment. Alright? Right? Because we through our words, the word is judge. This word that we preaching as judge, it's judging only right now. Because all they're hearing it and they're not doing anything about it, not changing their life, they're not repenting.
That's right.
Alright? That seeketh the truth. Right? And I will pardon it. The Lord said, if you seek the truth, He will not pardon you. Only don't want that. So hear this. And though they say Yahweh liveth, surely they swear falsely. You know? O Yahweh, are not thine eyes upon the truth? Not eye upon the truth. You know? Yeah. Thou hast stricken them, but they have not grieved. This
right? They don't care. They don't. That's why when they go back to don't forget this scripture.
Yeah, I've been holding
that's why when they go back to this 2nd Ezra 16. Where you say when the Lord said behold, I must say this is 2nd Ezra 16:19. Behold, famine and plague and tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. They don't care, alright? They don't care, alright? Because here it is now, that's what we're already doing. I mean, the most all they go do is talk and say rowdy this, rowdy that, rowdy the other. But not knowing is actually, it's not really rowdy. It's the Most High God, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, is He doing it.
You know, some of them go and protesting up when I save you.
Right?
That is what they want, you put it into their hands.
Right? You just said that, right? Protesting it because that's what they go look to go and do, right?
Yeah, they put it right.
Protest and this and that and the other, right? Yeah. Alright, no sin. Jeremiah 19 and 7. And I will make void the counsel of Judah and Jerusalem in this place, and I will cause them to fall by the sword before their enemies and by the hands of them that seek their lives, and their carcasses will I give for meat, will I give to be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth. Alright? So you're protesting and all these things, alright? All your counsels, alright, is going to come to naught. Alright? Because it's Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, He bringing these plagues upon the face of the earth. And you all in being mindful. You all in taking it on. Alright?
Let me read this here too, yeah. Let me read it over. Right, Jeremiah 5 and 3. O Yahweh, are not thine eyes upon the truth? Thou hast stricken them, but they have not grieved. Thou hast consumed them. Is the Lord consuming them? He says, thou Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? They have consumed them, but they have refused to receive correction. They have made their faces harder than a rock. They refused to return.
Because He will be explaining to them and showing them through the scriptures who they are, why these things is taking place, but not so forth. And these niggas don't give a damn. Alright? They don't care. They will blab up them out, and push come to shove. Right? They go blab up them out. Alright? And at the ending of it all, they will still succumb to whatever policies and decrees and what have you that's been passed out by the ruling powers. They will say bye, but I just thing and done.
Because the attitude is such that they don't believe. They really don't have no faith. They don't believe in the script. They don't believe in the prophecies. They don't believe that the Lord coming back and He's going to punish them.
They don't believe.
God.
They don't believe that they are the true rightful rulers of the earth, of the universe. For that matter.
You think they're Africans, the Latinos, right? Native Americans, Carib, Arawak. That would feel there.
Read this.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children that said Yahweh, that take counsel but not of me, and that cover with a covering but not of my spirit.
Right? But not of his spirit. They cover with a covering of the government. Alright, when they go into the word govern, it means to what? It means to rule. Alright? And I like where you say it, right? Because the government ruling under a status of Egypt, an Egyptian status, a status of what? Oppression. Alright? A status of utterly degrading the people. Alright? Right? Just utter wickedness. Alright? And the thing is, you all love to have it. So if you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native American, Indians, Caribs, Arawaks, whatnot, the children of Israel, if you all didn't like, if you all really and truly do not like the situation that you all in right now, you all would have do your best to make it better by coming back to Yahweh. But the thing is, you all love the situation that you all.
I come a quick precept here. Continue this Jeremiah 5 and 4. Therefore I said, surely these are poor. They're poor in what? Not talking about poor physically, poor spiritually. Right? These are poor, they are foolish, for they know not the way of Yahweh, nor the judgment of their God. Power. Right? And that's why Lord really don't care. That's why Lord deal with the elect. You know, the elect of Israel. Right? Because two-thirds, they're foolish. They don't understand wisdom when they see it. They don't understand knowledge. They don't want the truth. They rather lie. They rather falsehood. Right? That's why the Lord say this next verse here. It says, verse 5, it says, I will get thee unto the great men, and I will speak unto them, for they have known the way of Yahweh and the judgment of their power. But these have all together broken the yoke and burst the bonds. Right?
You know? So that is it. So go back to you finish with that scripture there?
Go ahead. That they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth.
They haven't asked. They rather go to their slave master. They rather bow to their slave master. They rather succumb to their slave master. Alright?
What would the next part say?
And the thing about this too, you even have leaders within Israel, alright, leading the people into that path. Alright? Go ahead. Take the antidote.
Done.
The antidote is to save your life.
Done. Yeah.
The antidote is for your benefit.
Yeah, if you want to go back to normal, quote unquote normal.
Right, so good. Alright. You as a leader telling the people, telling Israel, if you want to go back to normal. So which means what? You have no eagerness within you to get out of here. You know? You wanna stay here. You wanna stay in Egypt, you wanna continually let your people be oppressed, and you know you get a couple pennies. Alright? You get a couple pennies for you to live comfortable, wherever the case may be. Right? You have a judgment for that.
But they receive the benefit right here.
Right here, yeah.
They receive a scripture for that, because those who receive the benefit here, you know, will be destroyed. Because the Lord said those false prophets gonna destroy them, right?
That's right.
You know, this is 2nd Ezra 9, right? And let me start at verse 9. They say, then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways. And they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments.
Yeah, so you Nate, you Ayaton, alright? you General Yohana Tezaria, I can't remember the guy who run an IS certificate down here. Alright? All you guys is gonna get it.
Right?
You're all gonna get it. That is why YouTube take down my two videos on precious stone. The one where the definition of a house nigger. Alright? And then I make a response to it. Alright? With the same thing. And the response was going into these guys. Nathan Yohana and these guys, and they take down that one without me even knowing, and they didn't even strike me. But the next one, what I talk about these pastors and what have you, they take down that one and all too. Alright? Because the truth, what they do is it cuts. Alright? It cuts.
The Lord is quick and powerful.
It cuts.
Sharper than any two-edged sword. You know?
Because these people leading down the people in the wrong path. Alright? That's why Yahweh is not dealing with these other camps. Alright? He is not dealing with them. And more every day I get to see the reason why the apostles and the elders keep making that statement. Alright? More and more you just get to see it. More and more you just get to see why GMS stands out. We are the 100% truth. All what we speaking is all 100%. Right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Let me read.
Finish.
Right, 2nd Esdras 9, and that says 2 verses here.
Yeah.
Verses. 2nd Esdras 9 and 9, then shall they be in pitiful case who have now abused my ways.
Yeah, you're gonna be in pitiful case, man. Go ahead.
They that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments.
Right?
For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law while they yet had liberty,
while they yet had time, grace. When you Christians must be speaking about, and base a whole doctrine upon and what have you, grace and peace. Yeah, grace and peace. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But the thing is, how did you use your grace period?
God.
What did you do in your grace period? Alright?
And all them Negroes, all them who fall out this truth, you hold back your sword from blood and you're bashing your shy gonna destroy you for that. Lord said, keep back your sword from blood, right? Because we out here, we drawing our spiritual sword and we slaying down them spirits right here.
That's right.
Right? That's what's going on right now. Right? In the spirit, this is what's going on. And the same scripture, when we start in Ezekiel 3, that, that is why the Lord say, you gotta tell them. So if you don't tell them, you hold back your sword.
You hold back your sword,
and Lord will destroy you. God, Lord will destroy you. Right? Yeah, for such have received benefits. Verse 11, and they have loathed my law while